Hello, good evening. It's 3:30 p.m. and it feels like 7 7 p.m. It's very dark in my car. Again, when I say it's dark in my car, that's because my camera, when I see like this side over here, is dark. This is dark. This is dark. But when I look my videos back when I get home and I'm uploading them on YouTube, it does look brighter. So you guys see me as brighter, but for me what I've seen is darker. But I to use the word but instead of butter. But I'm driving to Virginia again, and the same route that I always take. But at this time, I don't see much of the sun. The sun is gone. This is why my car is darker. And as you can see here, this is the memorial over here. I think it's a military memorial. But the point I'm trying to make here is that
in the right 2 lanes.
The point I'm trying to make here is that you don't see the sun no more. Like when I was driving last time,
3.8 kilometers, keep right.
when I was driving last time, there was sun literally pointing in my face, right? And I'll be showing this as I drive. But today's a different day. It's the same time. It's a Sunday. I was really commuting last week on Sunday like this, and there was no one single crowd. Everything was completely clear on the sky, and there was absolutely a lot of sun. It was very, very hot. It was cold outside, but it very hot inside the vehicle, to the point where my battery even died, right? And today it is the temperature is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Last time it was 60 degrees Fahrenheit, if I can remember. And again, like I said, there is no one single sun here. Okay, so you can see these things, because when I make videos, I can show the different types of weather changes. This is a weather change, right? It goes from sunny to cloudy to rainy. I made a video earlier which will be uploaded tomorrow, and this video right now is gonna be uploaded probably the day after.
Speed limit, camera ahead.
I love the GPS telling me the speed camera ahead, which is helpful. It manages to slow down. So if everybody slows down because they hear the GPS telling them that they need to slow down. Especially people drive. I feel bad for people who live in Maryland, because in the Maryland people drive normal, like in another state, but they have to commute to Washington DC for maybe jobs, maybe other things, and they think it's totally fine. It's 25 miles per hour. You can drive 30, you can drive 35, you can drive 40, and they do that, they get tickets. So people whom you will see slowing down are the people who are actually out of DC, and they live in DC metro. So when I drive here, it's always traffic, but today is Sunday, right? And there's no one single traffic right now. It's very clear. The sky is clear. The traffic is clear. It doesn't look as impressive as it was from my last videos when I'm filmed here, because at this time it should be sunny and the sun should be hitting my face, so my face should be shining, right? Exactly the same time at 3:30, but we don't see that. That's how things can dramatically change. And when the climate, not the climate, but when the weather changes like this, it affects the mood, right? Like right now, instead of driving, I should be sleeping in the bed, right? I should be, and that's the reason why there's no traffic, is because people are just sleeping. That's what people do in DC. And that's why DC has the highest unemployment rate in the country, because because of the traffic, I guess, and everything like that, people just go to bed and sleep. You know, I don't know. I just people don't go out as much. You know, because there are people who just go to the museums. You can see the Capitol in the distance, the U.S. Capitol. I hope it's visible from here. If it's not, that's fine. There is a light shining at the Capitol. I can see it from here. I think that light is for the Capitol lights. Also, I want to say that it's Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving weekends, so everybody is gone to Thanksgiving dinner, right? People are still in their homes. People that I spoke to who have full-time jobs, they won't be back until today, Sundays. So a lot of them will be returning back home on Sunday. Today on Sunday. Okay, so you see why speeding is not good. You know, if you're speeding, let's say
In 500 meters, keep right.
let's say 50 miles per hour, the guy who was crossing the street, there's another guy over there, you wouldn't have time to stop. When I moved here, there were these guys, people delivering DoorDash with motorcycles. They are not motorcycles, they are called, I think they are known as, you see, you went through the red light. There were a bunch of days here and this when I moved here. Now, I don't see them anymore. I don't know where they went. I feel like a lot of them, they drive without license. They don't need a license to drive this thing. Insurance is like $30. So and a lot of them don't require like employment rate. You don't need to have social security or anything like that. You can just sign up on DoorDash and start delivering. So I guess Trump's administration is cracking down with the National Guard. I don't see
Go
that
past
many.
this light. Then use the right lane to keep right.
I don't see that many of these motorcycles. Or maybe people moved out because of the government shutdown and the day off and all that. So it could be one of those reasons. But I don't see there's that many motorcycles. Before, when I moved
Right.
here,
Then turn right onto New York Avenue Northeast.
when I moved here, those tiny motorcycles were so many, and they would go through the red light all the time. They were getting hit every
At the
single
light,
second.
turn right onto New York Avenue Northeast.
They were getting hit every single second. Like I can't tell you how many I saw getting hit. People would hit them and me because they were sweeping around unsafe, and it was crazy. Now they don't have those anymore. They kind of reduced them. So I don't know if the number went down because the government shut down, or the government laying off workers, or if the government deployed the National Guards and the ICE, and then these guys who most of them don't have permit to work, they stopped working, or maybe they increased the number of unregistered these vehicles. It could also be that when I moved there, it was January, it was snowing, so people are staying home, so they bought more food from home instead of driving, which is why I saw these motorcycles sweeping around many times. And then after that, winter, summer, spring, summer to fall, maybe people are going out to eat, so they didn't buy from their phones anymore. It could be one of those reasons, but I don't see those motorcycles anymore. But I could just sorry now. If I said this on the internet, if I was on the TV and I said this, people would think I'm assuming. But you just saw on the camera, they go through the red light. They don't even stop through the red light, it's understandable. I mean, they don't need to wait. But there could be another guy, you know, driving. It turns green from that side. Also, I don't need to be here. Like, you don't have to be on this side. You can just use this area over here. I don't know why people stick in one area.
In 700 meters, turn left to merge onto I-395 south toward tunnel.
So anyways, what I was saying is that it feels, I don't know how those guys do it. Like, I'm scared of motorcycles. You know, it's one of my, I used to have a motorcycle from my dad when I was in Uganda, and I was doing the same thing. I was like 16 years old, In Uganda, you don't need a permit to drive a motorcycle. You can actually be like 10 years old and still ride a motorcycle. Actually, in Uganda, people drive cars even too. Like young kids drive cars at the age of 10. They do farming and all kind of things because there's no restrictions in the village. Same thing in the US too. Like you have kids driving big trucks somewhere in the countryside. I made a videos about countryside in
500 meters,
last
turn
week.
left to merge onto I-395 south toward tunnel.
By riding a motorcycle in Washington DC, it could be safer because people don't drive fast. We follow the rules, we follow the regulations here, and so that's okay. That's a good thing. But don't do it in other states. Don't drive that, like that guy to the red light in Texas or North Carolina or South Carolina or
speed limit camera ahead.
Or another state, because you're gonna get hit. People are gonna hit you. People are gonna kill you. All right. Yeah, but these guys are wonderful. They deliver food. You can see them over here. Right. They deliver some food to people in the village, because remember DC has the largest amount of people who are older, retirees. You know, politicians retire and stay here, so they need their food to be delivered. They don't have time to deal with this craziness. I always love this view, whether
Go
it's
past
sunny.
this light. Then at the next one, turn left.
Look at this place. They have 2 security cameras. I mean the traffic speed cameras. There's one here, there's another one here. Both of them, but they're in between the intersections. But this that I keep filming every single day. Look at these houses here. There's a church here. There is a church here. There's also a church over here. Why do you need 3 churches in an area that has less than 20 people in a population who actually don't go to church at all? Because I don't think people in that building over there, those apartments, I don't think they go to church. Those are young people, young professionals who are probably college graduates with MBAs and marketing degrees who live in those buildings, making money, working from home. I don't think they go to church. I don't think they even care. You know. But here you have many. There's another one here too. Another church, Bible Way Temple.
Use the left 2 lanes to merge onto I-395 south toward tunnel.
Like, why not merge those churches into one and
turn left.
Turn the other ones into like a school or something, some kind of.
350 meters, turn left onto 6th Street North. In 2.2 kilometers, keep right toward Richmond.
All right, we're in the tunnel, and let's go. Probably have seen in my videos that there is no. I love the tunnel. It really makes my face look brighter. For the first 2 seconds, it's gonna get darker after that. I like how they don't have billboards. Like, there's no billboards inside the tunnel, right? No, there should be some kind of advertisements here. There should be some screens on these walls, right? We should have some screens. The city can make money by putting screens and advertisements on these walls, side by side. Wouldn't that be cool? Like an airport, right? You can have screens over here, screens on here, screens on here, screens on here, advertising different things, and they can make money through that way. I don't know if they thought about it, no, or they don't want it. There are people in the government who are maniac. They never approve anything. They always have an excuse to approve anything. Alright, but I feel like it would be cool to have advertisements here, these walls.
Go past this exit, then use the right 2 lanes to keep right toward Richmond.
right off the tunnel, right to the Virginia area.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right toward Richmond.
Alright, so like you can see, this, whenever I was turning this area over here on this bridge, I would immediately hit the sun. The sun was straight in the corner over here. Right, it was right in the face. Now no more. That stress is gone.
Use the left 3 lanes to keep left toward Richmond.
Can you see how life changes really fast? Every day documenting this journey until I don't go this part of town anymore. I don't not want to work in Virginia, and if I ever have to work in Virginia,
keep left.
I want to have the ability to have to use the metro, so I don't have to drive. That being said,
16 kilometers, take exit 2B onto State Route 648 West and Edsel Road.
That being said, I do not want to keep driving this area anymore. Like, I want to get a job where I can just take a metro. The metro drops me right at the door of the job. Okay, if your company is hiring in Tyson, in Ashburn, where's Arlington, Alexandria, and the metro doesn't stop right at your house, at your company, I am not coming. Okay, I am not driving there. I cannot imagine commuting in the morning on this area, in the morning at 9 a.m. going to work. That stress, doing it, like if I get a job that is permanent, right, like a financial analyst, or a job that I would love to work for 10 years here in Virginia, I will not be impressed. Look at Delta. So Delta flies here. Do you see that? Delta airline, my favorite airline. I will not be impressed by commuting this area every single day. It's a nightmare. It's absolutely horrible. So if you find this video and you can see and you can have access to my LinkedIn, and you reach out to me and your company is hiring, just to know that part of my negotiation package is to make sure that your company better be close to metro. Okay, I don't care if it's 2 hours. I can sit in the metro, write code, do coding, write an article, make a video. I don't care, I don't mind, as long as I'm gonna be sitting, not driving. It's pretty annoying. I don't want to drive at all. Like, every time I'm driving, I'm always scared. I'm always terrified by these drivers. Alright, it's not my favorite thing to do. I just want to have a peace of mind. I miss working the last couple months where I was commuting on the metro to Arlington, Virginia, because I used to work around here. I want to get a job at the Boeing. Boeing is always hiring, but it's really hard to get a job here. They have an office here, huge office. They also have a bunch of offices here, but a bunch of them are just hotels, and they're hiring for things like like hotel attendant, which not a bad thing, but those jobs pay like $50 an hour, which cannot survive in DC. Okay. However, here this used to be sunny. I remember if you watch my other video that I made, it was extremely sunny. This was like, I think it was yesterday, the day before, very sunny, and you could barely see. Okay, barely see. Now it's my videos from other time. If they were blinding your eyes, if they were not clear, now you can see clear. Okay, it's not too bright, it's not too impressive, but it looks much better. There's no traffic, so everything is clear and fantastic. They are building a new house here, so I'll be filming for the time being, and you will see some changes here. Okay, so in a few months, hopefully, if I don't stop commuting. Okay, but if I do stop commuting here, then you may not be able to see it. Okay, because I might get a job someday in Washington DC, and I wouldn't have to commute anymore. Okay, all right, enjoy this journey here. This area also has had a lot of sunny. The sun was really like pointing straight in the middle here, you know, like straight in the middle, and it was hitting my face, straight in my face, and I could barely see where I was going. I could even barely see this area. Now everything is clear. Now everything's clear. Everything looks wonderful. All right. I like this road. This road, I always drive here with a smile, because how even if there is the sun hitting your face, even if there's traffic, this road is the best. All right, that's what I can say. It's the best. You know, it doesn't have bumps. That's what I can say. All right. If you are still on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a good time. I hope the tariffs didn't make it too expensive to afford a turkey. I hope that you are able to have families come together and enjoy the meal with friends and family. The speed limit is 55 miles per hour. The temperature went up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit instead of 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little bit warmer in Maryland than in Virginia than DC. Okay. So much development. I saw an article earlier that says that is a news article, I think it was a couple days ago, that Maryland has lost so many residents because of the government layoff. Okay, like I mentioned the last time, you can see this is developing. Virginia is developing faster. That's because there has been more money invested in tech, and Virginia has tech vibe. You know, Amazon moved here, and all the contracts moved here. Amazon contract, AWS contract, OpenAI contracts, Microsoft contractors, they all moved in Virginia area. All right. Then politicians, lawyers, attorneys, right, and all those people who work in the government in the capital, they all live in Maryland. Right. So Maryland is the vibe of the professionals, whereby Virginia is the vibe of tech. So you can see here how tech is very influential, right? This exactly reflects San Francisco. Huge rapid growth, more apartments are being built, right? And when you look at areas like there used to be a sun here. You remember the sun was hitting my face, this area? No more. Now you can see clear the cranes. Those are the cranes. They are building new apartments, new offices, new stuff over there. Okay, now you can see the houses on that side too. So I was able to see this because the sun was hitting my face. So now this is clear. So anyways, you can see the effects of technology, right? When people tell you that technology is good, they don't believe it. But tech is really good. The reason why tech is good is because tech people, they spend money. Tech people, they spend money. They spend, they develop, they improve. Whereby the professional jobs like lawyers and attorneys, they don't improve. They stay what they are. Nothing changes. Same principles, same theory, same philosophy. So Maryland has many of those people. And when Trump was laying them off, out of them packed their bags and left. So and the whole technology. Look at this area. They are building new offices, something like that. I don't know. Whatever they're building here. You can see these cranes here. So the Maryland has lost many professionals moving out because they don't have jobs no more, right? Because they got laid off. Meanwhile, Virginia is thriving, and Virginia is also becoming more.
In 2 kilometers, take exit 2B onto State Route 648 West.
It's becoming more liberal, right? Becoming more Democrats because of the tech. Tech is very democratic because a lot of this technology comes from Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, right? Those in New York City, Boston, right? So even the mayor of the Virginia was Democrats, right? Because every time there is an improvement and success, societies shift towards the liberal. Even in cities in Africa, in Africa, the more a country develop, the more it becomes liberal. Similar with China. China developed, became towards liberal. Like Chinese can do abortions, right, which is banned in most countries. So here we see developments here. There's a construction going on. I've been driving here so many times and there's still construction. Never ends. Okay. By the end of the video, I will stop from here. Like always, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give me a follow, share and like. Like always, see you in my other video tomorrow. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.